If you've been training for a while, especially if you've reached the dawn grades, how do you get better? How do you continue to move forward and become better than you were before? Is that the responsibility of your instructor, or is that on you? I just recently started reading this book, The Problem of Practical Karate, and this is such an excellent book. I'm probably going to have many things to say about it over the course of time. I'm only into the second essay. There are many essays in here, and there was something that I wanted to talk about this week because I think maybe it's on the minds of people, which is, how do I get better? What do I do? And I can't even tell you who wrote this because I'm not cheating. The who wrote which essay is in the back, but I'm not looking. I'm just reading through and taking the perspective for what it is, which is exactly what you're supposed to do with this book. Jump into that second essay. It says to find a peer group to work with. That's one of the pieces of advice given by this person. It says, this applies more to the higher grades, by which I mean first dan and above, and even more so to higher dan grades. At these levels, training in the sense of learning from an instructor becomes less important and should give way to you finding your own path, discovering what works for you, and taking charge of your own development. It's very difficult to achieve this alone. At this stage of training, finding a group of similarly minded practitioners with whom you can share knowledge, discuss issues, and help each other try new things is hugely important. It doesn't have to be a formal group with a name and a logo. It can just be an informal group of like-minded individuals who get together a few times a year and bounce some ideas around. It's very difficult to achieve this alone. I think that's the most critical thing said, is that it is up to you. How far you can go, what you're capable of, what you can do. That's you. Your instructor guides you. They are a mentor to help you learn and grow and understand and share what they have. Highlight the path, show it to you, what the path could look like by virtue of what they know, their experiences, their training. But it's up to you to decide, is this the path that I want to walk? Is this where I want to go? And this person continues to help you, but at what point is it up to you to determine, how do I make this part of me? What do I do to excel at being me, myself? How do I do that? And the idea that it's the instructor that does that for you is wrong. Now, he mentioned specifically dan grades and higher dan grades, but I think this is true along the way, and the sooner you can get this thought put together for yourself, the better everything's going to go, because you training you, spending time on your own personal development and finding peers, which might be peers on the mat with you, or it might be peers outside of your school. Sometimes it could even be peers that are people that you can bounce things off of and talk things through who don't even train what you train or train at all. Just having somebody who can help give you perspective can be such an important thing. But then the most important part is being able to take what you get from that and bring it back onto the mat and put it to work and see if you can improve yourself. Take these lessons and apply them and actually become better. You've got to put in the work to do that. If you're still training with your instructor, then ideally you can go back to them and you can continue to work with them, and they'll see what you're doing. They'll see the benefits that are coming from your training. They'll see as you continue to improve, and they'll offer guidance continually, just like they have, because they are a mentor to you. But if you don't have that, especially if you've reached those higher dan grades and maybe you're in a school that doesn't really have a platform for growth outside of that, then this is especially critical. It's something that you have to have it. So this was incredible advice. I'm very excited to continue to read this book and see what other things are said. It actually has a bit of a mission, which is there are some questions that you've got to write down your own answers to. And I've done that. I've written them down. And ideally, what you do is then loop back to those answers after you've read the book, heard other perspectives. So did that before I ever read anything else. And then we'll see how much my perspective changes after I've read the book. Probably end up doing a video about that, so make sure you hit that bell so you know when that comes out. I encourage you to pick up a copy of this book. I'll leave a link in the description so that you can find it. Very, very cool. And I hope that your training is going well and that you have a peer group, somebody or some group of people that can help you as you push forward as an individual your own personal self-development. The group is not responsible. They're not a replacement for your instructor. Your instructor can't take you any further, so you find a group to take you further. Nah, that group is there to assist you in your own personal pursuit of self-development. So I hope that you are out there putting in the work and training hard, and I know that you're going to continue to get better.